Well, welcome back everybody to Motorsport Manager. I could stare at that standings table all day. Got a bit of work to do, but that podium certainly got us back on track and certainly got me pumped up again to continue to push this team forward. One thing I've noticed before we start, does Eka, it looks to me like Eka has a plaster on her face. I don't know if that was there before. I'll try to remember to see if that disappears. I wonder if that's in reference to the accident. That's quite cool. It may well be an unmail actually, whether she's been injured. Oh dear, she's got a cracked rib. Okay. Car condition. Yep. Interview, sure. After a win today, she didn't win. Oh, we were wondering if you had any thoughts on Molly Rastani. Thinking of working with her in the future. No, I'm really happy with our two current drivers. Thank you very much. There you go. There's the little morale boost to Eka that she needed. Oh, that was it? Oh, thanks for wasting my time, JTV Sport. Won't be talking to you again. So she has a cracked rib. Doctors have told me I have a cracked rib. I must have picked it up after the crash, so that is a plaster on her face. So, -8 cornering, -8 fitness for 4 weeks. I wonder if we should put our reserve driver in. That's going to be a decision to make then. Right, there was a little bit of discussion in the comments with Foxworth, who I talked to quite a bit about this series, on every series, to be fair, about whether the consistency was the issue. No, see, her consistency is very good. Her adaptability is very bad, but I don't think that should affect. I think it's just one of those crashes, really. Because I've had 2 crashes in 2 races in both series, and that's very unusual. I haven't had any so far, and from what people that I've been speaking to, crashes are incredibly rare. So I think it's just luck. Her consistency is very, very good, so not really a problem there. So cornering is obviously a big issue, as is her fitness. So it's 9 with that docking, and her cornering is down to 3. I don't know that that's enough to put in the reserve driver. What's our reserve driver like? Yeah, I mean, he's terrible. Overtaking, consistency, adaptability, fitness, feedback and focus. Definitely not worth it. Sorry buddy, but you're just a necessity because I have to have move to beige alert like that a lot. Right, let's get on with the episode, shall we? Okay, we've got a lot of, we're still quite badly in the red, but we need to keep pushing this car forward. It's a nice looking car, this, for a Formula 3 car. This looks really good. I wish Formula 3 cars look this good in real life. They don't quite, I don't think. Anyway, rambling again. Right, so let's just have a look at our parts and see where we're at. So brakes are pretty good. We really need to improve the reliability, but that's probably because the parts need to be repaired. Let's wait till the parts are repaired, shall we? Which is now. Distractions are over, it's just racing for me from now on. In a very emotional interview earlier today, Octane Racing driver Adrian Earle admitted that he'd been very distracted from his driving. I had a lot going on in my life recently and it's taken me a while to realise what I was put on this earth to do. Race. Starting right now, I'm redoubling my training regime and making sure that all my energy is spent on my driving. Oh, that's our driver. That's our reserve driver. I didn't even know his name, we just looked at it. I want to be the best driver I can be. Renewed passion. It's only going to last 20... Oh, you see, that's going to... No, he's still not good enough, really, to put in instead of Eka. I wonder if you can have injuries that mean your reserve driver absolutely have to drive. That'd be interesting to find out. We've got a sponsor offer. Slot number 3. Upfront of 1.2 million, bonus payment of 880,000 for finishing second or above. I shall definitely take that. That's a nice million in the bank. Still got a slot free. 6th or above, second or above. Hopefully we'll get another sponsor soon. Right. That makes the decision of putting a new part on the car much easier. So, where are we going next? Ardennes. Top speed. Should we take a look at an engine upgrade, maybe? Our engine is still the original engine. Yeah, let's build a new engine. We've got a new designer now, haven't we? Ruby Smith, there she is. What's she good at? Known components. Okay, so it's not specific, it's just general. So she does already know an epic reliability plus 40. Great. Performance plus 40, reliability minus 10. Okay. Engine. Sounds good to me. Right, let's go for reliability in red zone. That will give us, shall we? Plus 50 is a big old jump in reliability. And that red zone is going to be important. Yeah, I think we want to focus on reliability. So we'll definitely go to that. 1.6 million. Jesus. And of course, oh, we can increase top speed through that slot. Okay, good. New engine on the way. Continue. So I'm hoping we can steadily improve the car. We really do just seem to be having a great season, even considering our car's pretty average. Where are we in the pecking order? Our car is still the 6th best. It's still middle of the field like last year. Our headquarters are pretty bad. Drivers are 5th. Staff 7th. Sponsors 3rd. Good. Okay. William Evans wants to leave. Not interested. Claudia's birthday. It's her birthday. Bow, 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 bow. Should we get her a nice present? I hear she's pretty touchy about her birthday. £100,000 for a birthday party. I mean, come on, she's had an incredible season so far. Was it 2 podiums and a win? Yeah, go on then. Go on then, throw a ridiculously expensive birthday party. £100,000 for... Where the hell are we going? Like, Las Vegas for the entirety of our staff. Right, new sponsors offer. 10th or above, 11th or above. We're probably still going to be picking that sponsor that is 6th or above as a bonus. So we'll take the upfront payment. That will be half the cost of that engine. So that's pretty useful. And we shall continue. Wonder if how much of a difference the engineers make. But I don't think we're going to think about changing them until the end of the season, because you've got to get that relationship between, well, maybe if we get towards the end of the season and our drivers, it's obvious we're going to finish where we're going to finish. There's not too much to change in the positions. That then might be a good time to get the engineers in so they can have a few races with their drivers. Safety car changes up for discussion. The proposed rule change would see the European Racing Series utilise virtual safety cars and physical safety cars in tandem with each other. Okay, very modern rule. Could be useful, I guess. Eka has been caught speeding, what with a cracked rib? With all due respect, Your Honour, I'm able to control my car at high speeds, protested the 19-year-old. She was doing 112 in a 70 zone. Judge said, needless to say, disagreed. That's probably the worst thing. With all due respect, Your Honour, I'm able to control my car at high speeds. That's not really an excuse, is it, Clara? That's increased her marketability. Wonderful. Keep at it. Just don't get banned. Actually, I think 112 in a 70 zone would be pretty close to a ban in this country, at least. Right, engine's done. Let's work. Oh, I should have done this earlier. Improving parts. So what are we doing at the moment? Performance on these. So those brakes are maxed. Those brakes are pretty much maxed. As is that engine, but we'll keep improving that engine. Same with performance there. Look at that lovely reliability upgrade. No need to do anything there. Let's just deselect all this and then we can make fresh decisions. So brakes need a bit on reliability. Reliability is pretty good on the gearbox. Performance is pretty much maxed. We can of course increase the reliability of our spec parts. I've never really thought about that. Obviously you can. Performance of that suspension, definitely. And I think we're good for performance, to be fair. Let's concentrate on reliability. So let's improve the reliability of both these brakes. Engine's pretty good. That gearbox could do with it, as could that suspension part. Okay. They're both going to be done after the race, but I mean it's gonna. I'm going to go a little bit towards reliability on this. 3.6% per day. Okay, good. Right, I think we're all ready. Do we want to design another part? 8 days. No, let's see if we get some sponsorship money. I don't want to. I want to try and get out of the red within the next few races. To be fair, it's not a nice position to be in. My management side of my brain from these kind of games just is like, what are you doing? You can't be in debt. But apparently you can be a bit. New vote has begun. Okay, politics. So we have 2 voting power because of that. This rule will benefit progressive teams. What does that mean? Why will that benefit us? Because we can adapt to it more? I'm just going to use one of the power, and I am going to vote for because it says it's good advantage to us. To be fair, we're getting pretty good at adapting to stuff. So, an extra safety car, sure, why not? I feel I could make good use of a virtual safety car as well. Looks like it's going to fail though. Abstained, yeah, rejected. That was a waste. Even if we'd used 2 votes, it would have been 4 to 5, so. What a waste. There'll be a political recess for 56 days. Okay. I think that's going to be it. Unless one of our drivers does something stupid before the race. Which they seem... I always seem to get drivers doing stuff badly. And next round... Oh, how I wish we were in that Asia Pacific Championship. Okie doke, we're going to travel to Belgium then. Get ready for the race. I shall go for 6th or above. 2nd or above is a bit out of our reach at the moment in normal conditions. Let's go for the cars then. Let's get rid of everything and I can decide fairly. Okay, brakes. Reliability's pretty. You know, Claudia has an outside shot of winning this championship, so I don't think I would be fermented too much for giving her preferential treatment at this point. Engines. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the better engine as well. I just am. Eka has got the better reliability though, and that engine will be better by the time it's finished. Front wings doesn't really matter. Gearbox. I'm going to give Dreyfus the more reliable gearbox, and then that way we've balanced it out a little bit. Rear wings doesn't matter. And suspension. We're going to give Dreyfus the better. Why is Eka happy? Her car is better than Claudia's. How does she work that out? Glad to see you're respecting my contract by giving us fairly equal cars. Our parts aren't exactly going to set the world on fire. Seems like these parts are looking okay. Okay, well they're happy. I'm pretty sure Dreyfus has got the better car, but apparently I'm wrong. I'm often wrong, to be fair. Okay, so a kind of close replica of Spa. Long straights are going to be important, as is the mechanical grip through those twisty sections. I seem to remember having a good race here in the past. I just remember that forest area of something good happening. I can't remember what our result was here last season, but it must have been fairly decent. Right, let's hope we can get a good practice session in then. Car setup. Oh no, select drivers. For a minute I was toying with the idea of putting Earl in, but I don't think Eka can get injured again, he says. Knowing full well that that's something that I've just tempted to happen now. Okay. Understeer and top speed are what the mechanics are saying. Top speed is a given. Low downforce would be a given, you would think, on this track, but you want somewhere halfway because you've got that little twisty section towards the end of the lap. So we're going to send Eka out on the soft tyres, and we're going to send Dreyfus on the super softs. She wants high downforce, surprisingly. I'm going to go somewhere towards the middle because I think it might even be low. Let's go for some understeer and some top speed. Okay, let's try those. Get underway. I had a few comments recently, well, one comment about the fact that it's boring to watch the practice session and not having a race per episode. I just kind of prefer it like this. I think practice and the meddling with the cars and all the management side of things beforehand is all part of the game. And I've seen a lot of playthroughs of this where people do literally do almost 2 or 3 races per episode. I just feel you miss out on the experience of this game. There's not many management games that you would cut up. So I don't really see why you should do that with this. If I was watching this, I'd want to see all of it. I don't watch it because, or much of it, because I'm generally playing or recording it. But 90% anyway. Right, let's get on topic. That's a great starting setup. Handling needs to be changed a little bit. Speed balance is excellent. Downforce maybe a little change, but we want to get that handling right first. So let's try and get a bit more understeer in the car, and change gear ratios so that the speed balance is back to normal, and send her out again. That's a great start. Looks like not the best start for Eka though. It's about 60%. Not good. Not good. Okay, let's go a bit more towards acceleration. Handling seems okay. Let's change it a little. No, let's not change the handling. Let's get the downforce right first, and the speed balance. So I'm going to go for a bit towards medium acceleration. And handling, can we get that back somewhere? We'll make a small change and see if that makes any difference. It is at least dry. It's a bit overcast, but it's dry. I keep doing this, but I really want to know. I'm gonna make a note. Yeah, made a note. I'm gonna look to see if there is a mod that will let you zoom in, because I really want to see the cars up close on track. Is that too much to ask? I forgot to bring both cars in again. Oh no, I've got time. That's good. It'd just be nice to zoom in on the action. I mean, from a strategic point of view, you want to be out, of course, zoomed out, but I would like see my newly sponsored cars. Oh good, we've gone backwards. Downforce, great, okay. Right, let's go back to the 90 then. What did I do wrong? They're both the same, but I've obviously gone the wrong direction. So handling, we probably want to go more oversteer then. I'm going to say. Just a tick more oversteer. Hopefully that speed balance will stay the same. Let's send her out again. That's the problem. If you hit the right setup straight away, it's very difficult then to know what you're doing right. There we go. Big improvement from Eka, 81. Downforce is poor. We've stayed good on the handling. And we've gone to great on the speed balance, right. Downforce, we've gone the right way. Let's put a tad more high in it. Let's go for a little bit more under... what did we have to begin with? We put a bit more oversteer in, didn't we? So let's go for a little bit more oversteer. And speed balance, we'll try to keep the same. It's just about getting those averages. You can't change everything at once. You've got to keep those things you get right constant. Then you work around on the things that are poor. Right. I really wish we had qualifying. If I need... That's probably the main motivator at the moment. I mean, I want to progress, but that's the main motivator to get to the Asian Championship. I'm hoping that that's got qualifying. Because it's such an integral part of motorsport. And to be doing all these races without it is a little bit disappointing, to be fair. 93. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go for a little bit more oversteer. Change that speed balance slightly. Hopefully that doesn't throw it off. Just tiny tweaks now. You don't want to send that setup massively out. And Eka, 85. It's better. It is better. So I think we still want to go that way. Still want a higher downforce. Can we get that speed balance back? Maybe if we add a bit more oversteer. Let's try that. I feel like we've got enough movement to change. Once again, setup's looking good. I haven't analysed it enough to know how much of a difference setups make. If you do know, let me know. Or if you've noticed anything with setups. I'm presuming if you had a 0% it's going to make a big difference, but it'd be interesting to know. Ooh, nearly forgot that one. Interesting to know the sort of ratio between the car performance, drive performance, and the setup. Whether you had a 0% setup and the best car, whether you would then be last, or whether you would still be sort of midfield or near the top. 93 again. Okay. Let's make one more bit. I mean, we can always revert to that 93. Let's go a bit lower on the downforce, bit more top speed, and a bit more understeer. I feel that's wrong, but we'll try it anyway. Tyre's still good. Out she goes. And Eka. This looks like it's gone down, maybe. No, it's not. It's gone up massively. Okay. 90. Excellent. Great. Okay. So it's still that downforce that's the problem. Definitely going in the right direction. Maybe we just need more. A bit higher. Let's try that. This will be the last run then. Hopefully it will do the business. Again, the aim this weekend, solid points. We want to beat that, get that sponsor objective, and I'd like both cars in the top four. Top four? Excuse me. It's a bit optimistic. Top 8. We want to be... Obviously the target is 4th for the constructors, so top 8 means you're always in the top 2 teams, technically. Top 4 teams, sorry. And then that's always going to get us, hopefully, the 4th quickest. And then hopefully Dreyfus can continue her string of good results. As I said, there's an outside chance if we can give her the car towards the end of the season and she gets a few more lucky results the next few races, there's a chance she's in the hunt for this title. There definitely is. Right, that is going to be it then from this episode. I would like your feedback on that subject as to whether you think I should do a chopped down version for the practice and the race. I just think it's better for the management. I've asked it quite a few times, but I'm thinking about it. It's also more effort for me to cut it together. But yeah, if you haven't already, there's a GT series now on my channel. Let's Play on Motorsport Manager, the new DLC. Very interesting, very different tactics for the cars with the new ERS system. And there is a 3-stage qualifying for that. So that's pretty cool as well. We are starting from pretty much the bottom, so it's going to be a bit of a grind. But go watch that if you want some more Motorsport Manager content. There'll be a new episode of that on Thursday. As for this series, there will be a new race on either Friday or Saturday, don't know yet. Which will be the Ardennes Grand Prix for real. Hopefully we can get another great result. Hopefully Eka can improve. She's languishing down in 13th at the moment. And she should be doing better than that. We're allowing a bit of slack because obviously she's injured. She's new to the team and she's a very young, promising driver. So they're going to make mistakes, but she needs to start getting some good points finishes. So hopefully she will. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you want to see more on the channel and you're not already, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you again very soon.
These battles have often been contained on single racetracks. Now, it's going global. The chosen chariot for this is the Red Bull 2016. Brilliant in the bends, but often hampered by its Renault engine. Lacking power on the...
Sorry? What do you mean? They make watches. Oh, okay.
Can they make up for the deficit on the streets with their Tag Heuer engine?
Sauber, a team that often I get confused as to whether they have overachieved or underachieved. A team of humble beginnings, founded by Peter Sauber in the 1970s. He would eventually work his way up the ladder to win back-to-back Le Mans races in 1988 and 1999 with the incredible Sauber Mercedes C9, a car that was relatively unchanged between the 2 years, such was its dominance. It was then that Peter Sauber decided to take a foray into Formula 1.